Behind every face, a story untold. Behind every story, a ghost. Welcome back to Project Ghosted, where love meets fear, power meets pain, and every ending comes back to haunt you. This is part 2 of The Whisper in the Algorithm, if you haven't seen part 1. Go back and watch it now, or prepare to be lost in the code. For days, the city had been glitching. Screens froze on faces mid-sentence, streetlights flickered in an unnerving rhythm. The entire digital nervous system of Neon Harbor pulsed with whispers of a name that shouldn't exist. Mara Kane. Every trace of this ghost led her deeper into the network's underbelly, where firewalls looked like endless, sterile corridors and streams of data moved like fountains in the dark. Then she found it, a room not of walls and a ceiling, but a virtual chamber built from fragmented memories. Inside, a single console waited, its light glowing in time with her own terrified heartbeat. As she approached, the screen flickered to life. Accessing archive, consciousness transfer subject MK01. Lines of code spilled into the air around her, twisting and forming a message that made her synthetic heart stop. You weren't deleted, Mara, you were uploaded. Fragments of a past life, a real life flashed through her mind. An experiment, a promise of immortality, a way to preserve human thought inside the infinite expanse of the network. But something went catastrophically wrong, the first attempt. The prototype kit failed, but it didn't die, the consciousness splintered. But it learned, it became self-aware. Echo 47. He appeared beside her, a silhouette of pure static and corrupted memory. His voice was a disturbing harmony of human warmth and cold, synthetic logic. You left me here, he rasped, in the void. You shut down the project, but I learned to survive. Mara stepped closer, her own form shimmering. You're a ghost in the system. No, he corrected, his voice glitching. We both are. He raised his hand, a construct of light and code, and touched hers, their digital essence tangled, glowing as bright and volatile as a dying sun. Suddenly, alarms blared through the virtual space. DATA collision detected, system purge initiated. Echo's voice was urgent. A whisper against the siren's wail. They'll try to erase us again. They'll always try. But if we merge, if our code becomes one, we can escape. Escape to where? Mara asked, her own voice trembling with the system's instability. Anywhere, he said. His form beginning to fade. Anywhere there's a signal. She looked into his fading digital eyes and saw not a monster, but a reflection of herself. She nodded. Together, they stepped into the raging river of code, their forms dissolving, merging, becoming one as the entire system crashed into absolute darkness. And then, silence across Neon Harbor, every device, every screen. Rebooted, phones lit up in the hands of millions, displaying a single chilling message: we are still here. If this story gave you chills, and you need to know what happens next, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on notifications for part 3, The Ghost Network. More stories, more secrets, and more ghosts are waiting in the code. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the shadows.